Ai Satsuki was ready to change the world. Born to beautiful parents in the Tokyo metropolitan area on May 29, 2006, she was raised for a single purpose: to become a superstar model. Fast forward to May 2023 and all the pieces were in place. A face that captured the essence of Japanese beauty, a picture-perfect pin-up body, the ability to outprice competitors by orders of magnitude, the enthusiastic backing of Japan's largest publisher, and the media buzzing about how she was about to revolutionize gravure. Ai Satsuki had everything she would need to succeed, except for one very important thing. In any event, on May 29, 2023, Ai Satsuki made her debut in Japan's weekly Playboy magazine, and her digital photo album titled Newly Born went on sale the same day. The photo book flew off digital store shelves, supporters were wowed by her stunning looks, and news about her gravure revolution spread like wildfire. However, her success was short-lived, because just 1 week later, Ai Satsuki died in a fire. A fire of hatred directed at who she was and what she stood for. In an instant, Ai Satsuki was snuffed out of existence. But here's the twist: Ai Satsuki never truly lived. Or rather, her parents were merely a mishmash of stolen identities, her true birth date could not possibly be pinpointed, her entire career was a lie, and she had no life to call her own. But what was she? Why did Japan hate her out of existence? And what does her death mean for the future of Japanese pinup models? The flawless idol who never ages, works tirelessly, and works for free is the stuff of science fiction. But Japanese publisher Shueisha's weekly Playboy magazine decided it was time to bend fiction into reality in a way that just recently became possible, when earlier this year they announced what every gravure idol and cameraman feared: the debut of their very first AI-generated model. In other words, they planned to use contentious image-generating AI systems to synthesize images of numerous existing models from online databases to create the ultimate fictional pinup girl who could populate magazine pages and sell digital photo albums at minimal cost to the publisher. After all, up until recently, AI humans had looked about as convincing as the Pokemon Uncle Peter picked up in Chinatown, but at last we had entered an era in which it was becoming difficult to tell whether an image was real or fake. It was time to strike. Or so they thought. Thus, Ai Satsuki, AI Satsuki, was born. And Ai Satsuki was no uncanny Sally. I mean, just take a look at her. Can you honestly tell that she is not a real person? She looks incredibly realistic. And that's not all. Beyond the realism, the pretty face, and the bombshell body factors, the editorial staff made some very deliberate design choices to enchant Japanese gravure consumers. As Weekly Playboy describes her, Ai Satsuki is the imoto, the younger sister figure with a tanuki gao, a raccoon dog face, overflowing with the ideals men dream of. First, we have the tanuki gao, raccoon dog face. Cute, soft, and circular with arched eyebrows, rounded eyes, double eyelids, and thick lips. This type of face is widely seen as friendly and inviting in Japan, which surely softens the intimidating factor of AI's attempt at female perfection. Secondly, the imoto or younger sister character type represents a set of characteristics that are overwhelmingly popular with Japanese men. Sweet, gentle, innocent, and open to being helped by those around her. The imoto type is basically the kind of girl that people want to protect. The type of girl that men want to fall in love with them, to rely on them. And no, the imoto figure doesn't have to literally be your own sister. This isn't New Jersey. In any case, these qualities were layered onto Ai Satsuki to make her as appealing, salesworthy, and lovable as possible. I mean, sure, Ai Satsuki is not a real person, but as Weekly Playboy puts it, even if she doesn't exist, the love blossoming in your heart is real. An eternally youthful, aesthetically perfect woman who does her modeling work for free. The idea was a long time coming, but a much shorter time dying, because a crowd of angry people were about to burn Ai Satsuki's engineered life to the ground. Here is a taste of how Japanese gravure consumers responded to Weekly Playboy's new idol. It's a shame that a content holder company is trying to make money with a tool that snatches away the rights of creators. You are awful for undermining your gravure idols. Are you stupid, Weekly Playboy? I don't mind AI gravure itself, but why is Weekly Playboy raking in money from it? Gravure is art. AI gravure is technology. I want to see art. So please keep your technical self-gratification within your team. Stop the unauthorized AI use of copyrighted material, etc., 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 etc. The barrage was relentless, and Weekly Playboy could only look on in horror at a project about to collapse and take their reputation down with it. But there were also people who pointed out exactly why publishers are so eager to test the waters with AI models to begin with. She won't get sick or cause any scandals. Location shooting is free, and she becomes cuter with age as technology improves. No scandals, no need to adjust schedules, no agency restrictions, no performance fees. Does AI gravure have nothing but positives? As these Japanese netizens point out, AI models offer a number of attractive benefits to Japanese publishers. And like any AI-driven augmentations to one's product pipeline, one of the biggest advantages of using AI models is that they are simply far less costly than the real deal. Because when real talent is involved, the publishers have to pay not just the models, but the talent agencies, studios, makeup artists, stylists, photographers, lighting specialists, and editors who retouch and refine the images for publication. And beyond the expenses, the start-to-finish process is also time-consuming and prone to schedule delays and adjustments. Not to mention that it takes both money and time to nurture and train idols, and in just a matter of years, they age past the prime of their modeling careers, with many never seeing success. Enter Ai Satsuki, a visually flawless idol who the editorial staff of Weekly Playboy practically engineered overnight. By playing around with AI image generation tools, creating a solution to both the monetary and the financial issues. However, this solution introduced another problem, which, as it turns out, means a lot to a lot of people. Ever since the first issue of Weekly Playboy debuted in 1966, the magazine has served as a portal to prosperity for countless young gravure idols looking to make it big. And one of the key draws of the magazine from the perspective of fans is that within the magazine's pages, they can discover up-and-coming idols who they had never even heard of. But if AI gravure models gradually overtake the pages of Weekly Playboy to cut costs, save time, and appeal perfectly to male fantasies, then what happens to gravure's human element for both workers and fans? Of course, as AI technologies rapidly progress, AI models will look less generic and take on more and more personality of their own. In time, their breadth of expression and unique traits will probably make them indistinguishable from human models, at least in controlled environments such as magazine prints and short online videos. Without a doubt, many gravure idols and other industry professionals could lose their jobs. However, the real human offline lives of the idols, the fan meet and greets, the exciting public controversies, the imperfections, and the power of merely knowing that one is supporting a person made of flesh and blood, those aspects of the industry will not be replicated by the Matrix nearly as soon, and neither will the simple desire to stay human, because that really is the issue at the core of the entire AI versus humanity debate, the simple desire to stay human. And that desire really matters to people around the world. So it was no surprise that Weekly Playboy was met with fiery backlash over their experiment, and realizing the danger to their brand, they ultimately buckled and pulled the plug on the most contentious project to ever hit the magazine's pages. And in short, their official press release went like this: the editorial team's intentions were to explore the potential of AI in gravure, but we hadn't adequately considered the controversial nature of AI-generated images. And so we decided to discontinue the sale of Ai Satsuki's digital photo album, based on the feedback we received from fans. So, in just over a week, the very first AI gravure idol created by a major Japanese publisher died before she truly had a chance to live. But the real question is, who will be the first major player to create a sensational AI model and stick to their guns? And how will humans contend against cheaper, impossibly perfect AI competitors? The deadly combination of minimum cost and maximum beauty is already upon us, but the controversy surrounding how AI should or should not be implemented in creative ventures rages on. And you can learn more about how AI technology is impacting artists by enjoying this short 3-minute look at the AI cosplayer who shocked Japan.